That is not our intro. That wrong intro. Started. There we go. That's the intro. I need a little ditty bop before I go because I need to get right. I need to move. I need to wake up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Smackdown Penitentiary. We got a slew of wardens here because it's getting a little rowdy in the penitentiary. I go by the Zia Sally. I got the Mark Vic. We got a special warden and the executive consultant here. We'll be joined by Mike Knox a little bit later on to talk strictly about The Rock. But for 3 hours of SmackDown, what we got was pretty damn good. What we got for SmackDown in 3 hours was pretty good. I gotta say, very promo heavy, but for Chamber, you played it safe. You got people to showcase the hypeness, but you also got more people that weren't even involved in Chamber. They got them some shine. We had a lot of matches, a lot of promos, and we're going to get right into it. So the first match, well, not the first match, but the first segment of the night goes to Trishy and Tiffy time. And Lord, must I say, Trish Stratus, that woman is just aging beautifully. She got that Cindy Crawford, Jennifer Aniston thing going on right now. She's just going backwards. She's going backwards with what she's doing because how even more fine than you was, and how I don't even understand that.
I mean,
no plastic surgery, no plastic surgery. Well, at least I don't think any plastic surgery.
Come on, man.
Did she get?
It's definitely some plastic surgery.
Damn it,
I hate to burst
damn
that
it, man.
That's visible, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God! I try to give her the benefit of the doubt.
She's out here looking like an old Colombian chick, man. You better recognize.
Listen, the irony of this is that whatever she's had done, I guarantee you, is not as much as Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair looks older than Trish Stratus right now, which is sad because she's at least 12 years, 15 years younger than Trish. That's pretty sad. But we get her coming out and she is hyping up Elimination Chamber and hyping up Toronto. You see playing into the corral. She's got the Maple Leafs jersey on. And then you know what, Shay, I agree. A little bit of work, nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. If you got the money, you can do it. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you, I can't wait to hit my first couple 100,000 to get me some pearly porcelain veneers. Boy, Lord have mercy.
Me too.
But listen,
Me
she's
too. I
just
need
pandering to the crowd, and then here comes this made me want to throw up. I'm not gonna lie. I like the camaraderie, but it's a little too much for me now. This is a one-off for Trish. We don't need this. I didn't need the yoga videos that they was doing all over the net. I didn't need the training videos. The funny thing is, they say Tiffany and Trish are so in sync. They're so in sync. They've been training for a whole 2 weeks. And then they messing up their own moves. So I didn't care for that. But we get the always entertaining. Yo, Piper Niven is so freaking hilarious, and she's barely saying anything. Dog. She's barely saying anything, but she's really helping Chelsea get this over, and I think they're helping each other. That's the important thing. And just to think, this woman survived the name Dewdrop.
Facts.
Kind of hard to come back. It's kind of hard to come back from Dewdrop. I'm not gonna lie, but Chelsea and Piper ended up having a match. It was a pretty good warm-up match. And I said this on the Elimination Chamber review show that me and EC had. It's time for Tiffany Stratton to kind of look like a strong champion, in my opinion. Every other champion heading into Mania season is looking strong. Rhea's not doing anything, but she's still looking strong because she asserts her dominance on the microphone, and it makes the challengers feel special, like they are a big deal. Any one of those challengers that wins the chamber are a big deal, and they feel like a big deal, right? Charlotte doesn't really feel like a big deal to Tiffany time because it feels like Tiffany time doesn't feel like a serious champion. If that makes any sense. Like I don't take her reign very seriously, and I think that people actually need to think about that. Tiffany's reign is super subpar. It's very super subpar.
I mean, she's a transitional champion. She's Damian Priest. That's what's going on here. And Charlotte Flair is Gunther. You feel me? Like, and Charlotte Flair is gonna have a Gunther run. Like, you know, I mean, maybe she'll get over like if she gets the championship back or whatever. But like right now, she's pretty much just a placeholder. I mean, and they're going all hands on deck to get her over. Look, Charlotte Flair, Trish Stratus. You know what I mean? But Trish Stratus just came out with a belt, the women's championship from the Attitude Era that they're sold out already. Like, you know, this whole thing is surrounding around Trish Stratus and Toronto and all of that. And look, she even came out in a Toronto Maple Leaf jersey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're doing everything. Like, it's sad because it's very generic. Like, she was more entertaining when she was in NXT. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think that, you know, she has the look that most people like, you know, but at the same time, like, she's only 25, so she's got a lot of time to like build up her character. Personally, like, I think that you know, once Charlotte Flair beats her, I think they're gonna put on a really good match though, and I think it's gonna come out with Tiffany just looking better. You know what I mean? I mean, if they were to pull the trigger as far as like Tiffany beating Charlotte, I don't know where they would take that. But the thing is that her push was fast and hard. But then she's struggling in her promos.
Yeah, really, and that's the thing that I've noticed too. And the thing is, waiting, Fernando, and I appreciate you stopping by the penitentiary here. Thank you for your comment here. Saying that she'll look strong when she gets over over Charlotte at Mania. The problem with that is you're going into Mania, you don't want to look weak going into the spectacle, right? This is one of the matches that I honestly have no excitement for, and it's going to take what we say, 49 days until Mania starting today. Is 49 days. You're muted, but by the way,
49 days is absolutely correct. We're 49 days away from WrestleMania and the Charlotte versus Tiffany. But they're going to go full throttle after the Elimination Chamber. They needed to get over this hump, but it will happen. But I'm glad they're going to go with Charlotte being full heel and Tiffany going full babyface for this. I still got her over Charlotte right now, though.
Yeah. So Mad Dog says, why did they open the show with this segment? The whole storyline has been silly. Get it out there. They're in Toronto. Yeah. They're in one of the stadiums for Toronto. Kevin Owens is already at the other stadium, which looked huge, by the way. But yeah.
And matter of fact, Mad Dog Kelly, if you can give me the attendance numbers for both SmackDown and Elimination Chamber, I would appreciate that.
You know, I think I don't know. I could be wrong about this, but this is giving Big Four, and I don't know if Elimination Chamber is now one of the big, if I'm using the right terminology, because I see it in the merch, I see it in the two separate arenas, and like, you know, it's like a big deal. I mean, mind you, this event has been around for like 20 years, but it's really giving Big Four. So my thing is just that I feel like there really is no longer a Big Four. You know what I mean?
You could be right, Vic. You could be right. You're absolutely wrong. There's definitely still a big four. It's WrestleMania, it's SummerSlam, it's Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. Those are the things that they pay attention to. Now, what you are correct on, though, is that they're trying to give you that PLE big feel. So it's somewhat of a big four feel, but they still have their core group. But what Elimination Chamber is trying to do is let's be real. We all know we complain about every single week, and I got to do this in 30 seconds or less. Basically, WWE is a money hungry group, right? They don't make enough money. So now they want to turn all their PLEs into big stadium events. That's what they're trying to do. That's another reason why they kind of lowered the amount of live events they have. That's why another reason why they lowered the amount of PLEs they have. So they can make these moments feel more special and bigger by putting them in there. They tried to do a Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank doesn't do as well as they wanted to do, which is why they go overseas. The Elimination Chamber, they feel like it's a spectacle enough event going into WrestleMania. They can put it inside a stadium. That's why I'm interested in those numbers, Matt Dog Kelly, when you give me a chance. I want to see how many tickets they sold for the Chamber.
Because this and Money in the Bank both feel like big deals. You know what I mean?
Money in the Bank is still not there for me yet.
Because Money in the Bank is something that could be held for an entire year or could be used right away. It's a very big part of the annual story. So, but anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to Money in the Bank.
All right. So back to Tiffy and Trishy, right? Looking like mom and daughter right here. Like I said, they were off a little bit in their synergy as far as moves and timing, but you know that's a first time interaction issue. So I'm not gonna, but it shouldn't be an issue if you guys were practicing and all this shit that you did online. But they send away Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae, scurrying away, which still leads me to believe there will be a fatal four-way for the women's tag team championships at Mania. You're still running Nia and Candice running beside her, and they're looking like a tag team. I still expect Nia. I want Nia to bully her way into the championship match. But after seeing this last night, I'm not so sure if they will go in that direction. And probably I'll have a better feeling after their match tonight. But that's that segment. And after that, we get the family. I'm not going to call them the bloodline because this is the family now. They don't even say they're the bloodline. Oh, look, Solo has a shirt. The same shirt for the past 2 years. It's a Solo shirt, everybody. He has a shirt. But his shirt ain't fucking with that hoodie. Right. That's the problem. So Solo said he pulled some strings and he's going to switch out. Jacob's going to run the play. Jacob's going to be in the running for the United States Championship tournament that was impromptu due to Shinsuke Nakamura's passing, his brother's passing, which is unfortunate. However, if they decided to, make a quick detour and gave us this SmackDown that they did, it's a hell of a detour. And it made for excitement the whole night, in my opinion. He says that, this is the juicy contradiction like a starburst, right? Now the family is focused on your United States Championship. Huh? Just 3 weeks ago, Jacob was eyeing the Undisputed Championship, saying that his family needs that title back. Damn, Solo's talking about we need the United States Championship. What? So we don't care about getting the big goal. We want to go for the little goal. I didn't like that. I didn't even like the wording of that. I felt like Jacob didn't like the shit. And then he said the same thing that he said the week before. It starts with the United States Championship. Dog, I thought it started with the Elimination Chamber match that you cost Jacob. Now it starts with the United States Championship.
You know what?
Every week it's going to start with something else new.
You know what though? But LA Knight went that same route, and he fought Roman for the big gold, and then ended up United States champion. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, and I personally think that Jacob needs a strap, some kind of strap. Just to because he's over. Like people, you know what I mean? Because I feel like they don't necessarily know how to continue the bloodline story because of Jacob. Like he's getting cheered like crazy, and whatever it is that this is, I don't know if it's gonna be where that's over, but even freaking Tamatonga's over. You feel me? Just standing next to Jacob, like. So who knows? I mean, I think that this is leading to a Mania match between these two. I think that's what it is. That's the way they drag this out as far as keeping him popular. Because I don't think they're going to interact with Roman or the Usos or Paul Heyman or any of those people, at all. Unless Solo does something to screw Roman or some shit like that. But I don't know. Because I just don't see them interacting anymore. Whatever it is that they're doing now is totally out of left field.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question real quick to my man Vic here, Vic? You know, because you were spitting out straight fire, man. You spit out the hot facts, and then you said something about Tamatonga being over, right? And then I was like, I had a question mark over my forehead. Where do you see Tamatonga being over?
He's sitting there, standing behind him, like Paul Heyman, being all yeah, and people like that.
He is over. Yeah, I'm not gonna. He is over with that. He is over. He is over with that. He is. The people cheer. What is the volume that you have your team?
See, you know what?
Let me tell you why Tamatonga.
Wait, hang on a second.
Yeah, I'm hanging on. Go ahead. Do your thing. Just a second.
Chris, you got to understand something. You're an elder, all right? So, you come from a time where there was a lot more story and there was a lot more stuff told in the ring. Nowadays, we live in a time where people just like to know what the crowd is saying. Everybody likes a chant. LA Knight is over because of we all know this, right? Not the overall package, not the overall whatever. He's over because of that's it. You feel me? So like, Tamatonga just going yeah. And all the kids running around going yeah. That's why I say he's over. Because people are gonna, I guarantee you, they make a shirt that MFT that looked like the MJF shirt clearly didn't sell. But if they make a shirt that looks good, guaranteed is gonna fly off the shelves. Guaranteed.
That's all right. Just a second. I let you have your piece. I did. I respectfully waited. But now let's go ahead and be real about it, okay? This man is not over. Just because a few people are doing right?
A lot of people. A lot of people.
He knows that's all he got, right? Because when he comes out with Jacob Fatu, right? When he comes out with Jacob Fatu, what does he do? And then he gets sunned, and then Jacob Fatu starts talking, and he just gets in the back in a bitch position. Let me tell you why he's not over. I'll tell you his biggest problem. Tonga Loa is injured. So now he's become Tonga Loa to this group, right? Every time you see him, he's taking an L. Every time you see him, he's getting his ass beat up. Jay Uso practically just kicked him in the face a couple weeks ago, and all he did was stand in the ring and yeah. Not as many people doing yeah as you think. If he comes out and he's not doing yeah, that place is silent, right? LA Knight will always get cheered. That place is silent when Tamatonga comes out. They goes, "Where is Jacob Fatu?" That's what you think when you see him. Do you see what this mofo just did, Vic? Do you see this? This man trying to put LA Knight and Tamatonga in the same sentence. Just a second, that's what Vic did.
He just came up with a reason. He just came up with a reason to talk about Tonga.
Yeah, I'm not on there.
I'm telling you, the man is not. You know what? I hope Matt Mad Dog Kelly abandoned us, so that's fine. Somebody needs to put this on a poll. I guarantee you, Tonga Loa is not over. I'm sorry, Tamatonga is not over.
You see what I'm saying? He's got his mind stuck on Tonga Loa.
Because it hurt Tamatonga. I'm a Tamatonga fan, but it hurt his career. Because now somebody has to take the L. He's the person in the group to take the L's now.
Look, here's another one, right? If Andrade has something to say, he would be so over. but
he has a lot to say. We just can't fucking understand him.
Nobody.
Can we play a game real quick? Can we play a game? All right, real quick. Who gets lesser reaction, Andrade or Tama Tonga? Go.
Andrade.
You damn right, because not one person paid attention when he came out. And then he took off his mask, and I saw a tear in his eye, my man. I saw a tear in his eye crying because he said, no one cares. How do you say that?
The only people that...
Charmaine, how do you say no one cares in Espanol? Somebody tell me.
A nadie le importa.
Oh, I forgot Vic can speak Spanish.
So, no. That's not something you can see. But, like
Andrade's push.
Exactly. Mind you, he got his push because of his ex-wife, but now,
and now he's getting his push de-escalated because of his ex-wife.
Right before the match of Andrade, they show Andrade, he's coming up next. But before that happens, Cody Rhodes is admiring his quote-unquote room, his dressing room. Your dressing room ain't got this many bottles of wine and champagne hanging on the wall. But R-Truth is behind him, and he goes, man, you gotta try the scripts. And Cody turns around like, what the hell? And he goes, this is yours? And he says, this is what you get this for? And he says, The Rock wants my soul. Well, he is the soul man. I used to love watching him and Tony Atlas tag team back in the day. You simple sounding motherfucker. Like, this is what makes R-Truth so hilarious. The fact that I think it's like, who wouldn't want to work with R-Truth? Right? Like,
I mean, listen, I personally think he's one of the smartest people in the business.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
Look, who else in the current roster was a WWF hardcore champion? He's been doing this for a very long time. And
what?
Really? He was a hardcore
championship.
He was a hardcore. No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to say that it was a long time ago. You understand? Like, yo, this guy's been in the business for such a long time, doing the same shtick, and it's been working. Like, he's a national treasure. It's straight up. Like, there's never going to be another R-Truth. This is not somebody that you can replace. Like, he really is a gem. I'll give him to you because, like, he always finds ways of making things hilarious. You know what I mean? Very, very, very funny every week, every time. I mean, I swear it's amazing. It really is. I actually want to buy an R-Truth shirt.
I don't, but I'm glad he was putting the segment on Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes has never been somebody that was in a funny situation, a funny skit, a funny segment. The last time is when he actually had a press conference with Jay Uso, and you know, do you feel him, sir? That was the last time I laughed when Cody Rhodes is talking, right? And honestly, he didn't even talk and made me laugh, but he was in there because of R-Truth. So R-Truth is a gem. I completely agree with you on that one. It's just, I like Shay's comment over there.
Just to keep a straight face is funny to me in a sense because you can tell he's trying to crack him. You can tell he's trying to crack him, and it's just like, look, he can barely, like, Truth is like being so funny, but he knows that he's trying to crack him, but it's like, can you do it on air? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that's hilarious. And
don't be selfish. Don't be selfish line was a
dad joke.
Yeah, it was great.
Straight dad joke. And then he says, look, he asked The Rock to get us some jelly rolls. He was like, yeah.
The faces he makes behind Cody Rhodes after is, oh God, back to the bathroom.
Listen, I want to say this.
Like, no, this guy is very talented.
Andrade is done without Charlotte. He's not done because he's a Triple H guy, and he was a Triple H guy before he got with Charlotte. He'll be a Triple H guy.
No,
he's not. There's levels and tiers to Triple H guys, right? He's not up there.
Here's the thing,
because what does he want?
This guy is like Okada when he was in New Japan. You put Andrade in AAA, that's where he belongs. You understand?
But
the American audience, no, but it's just that they try it because the guys are really good in the ring. But the shit is just that, like, he doesn't resonate with the American audience, so he has nothing to say.
Why is that?
He even married because he's of a different culture. He doesn't have the white skills of an American. If he were to,
why is Penta over?
Penta's over is because of Cero Miedo. That's it.
I mean, who doesn't like to do that? I mean,
what I'm getting at is charisma. Where I'm getting at is charisma.
Yeah.
Andrade don't have it.
Yeah, but he does have it in Spanish. Just like Alberto Del Rio, Alberto El Idolo or whatever. You know what I mean? He goes back to Mexico and he's a big deal. This guy needs to do the same thing. That's exactly what he needs to do. You know what I mean? I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's the same thing with No Way Jose. I was a big proponent just because he was Dominican. But
oh hell no,
the guy was trash.
No Way Jose.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But the shit is just that like some certain things don't get over. Like, look, Rey Mysterio is over because he's tiny and he does a 619 and all of these other things. But his mic skills are not the best. They never were. Dominic Mysterio got way better mic skills than Rey Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? But he's more Americanized, the kid.
Yeah, I was about to say Dom is completely Americanized though.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
There's a difference. But I can't sit here and say that it's because of American culture that we don't like Andrade. I can't get with
it's just
that
you got
Andrade that we can't get with. No, Andrade has tried for years, right? Look, in different promotions, different brands. He is not done. He wormed his way into WrestleMania match last year, right? Didn't deserve it. He wormed his way into it, but he doesn't have the charisma. It's nothing to do. He's a talented wrestler. I will not take that away from him, but he does not have the charismatic skills to really get over with the fans. Not like Cero Miedo, not like Rey Mysterio, Dom Mysterio, not like even Carlito. You know what I'm saying? Like I even put Dragon Lee over this guy. So I just, as much as I am a fan of Andrade, and I think he needs to lay the Vega back. What?
No, you did not. No, you did not put Dragon Lee in the same sentence as Andrade and say Dragon Lee is more over.
Dragon Lee is more over than
Dragon Lee is more over. Time out here, because I see what you're doing right now. What you're doing is you're pushing a narrative right now as if Andrade has a spot on a 3-hour show that has no storyline to involve him with. There's so much power in these storylines that are on SmackDown right now. Where does he fit in? Please tell me.
Oh, I say that.
He doesn't fit in anywhere.
Let me tell you. Not as Dragon Lee. Not as Dragon Lee. I'm saying if you put both of them out in the match, Dragon Lee will get a bigger reaction. I 100% stand by that.
Let me tell you something. One of the reasons why Eddie Guerrero got so over,
because he's charismatic.
No, he was charismatic, and also the shtick that he was doing resonated with the American audience. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal, and that's what the American audience thinks about us anyway.
You're cultivating something that can be simple. Hold on, just a second. You're cultivating something that can be put into one simple word. Whether he's Mexican, a Puerto Rican, Dominican, it's charisma. The charisma has to be there. Eddie Guerrero got over because his charisma resonated with the American audience.
So then why is he getting over? So then here's the thing: when he goes to a AAA show, and then he speaks to that audience in his language, boom. You know what I mean? Everybody that speaks like a different language or is from, they get over in their crowd, but then in this crowd, not so much. They have to get over in the ring. Andrade did very well in AEW when he first got there. You know what I mean? Because everybody was excited to see Shinsuke Nakamura. He gets to a certain level. What did they do? They had him wrestle AJ Styles to kind of recreate that whole thing that they had in New Japan, and then Shinsuke went downhill. The match was terrible, and it wasn't AJ Styles. They put him with Rick Boones, right? They put him with Rick Boones, and then they changed his career. To research his career, but the hottest thing about him was his theme music. You know what I mean? And they put him in and his charisma.
He would have won the title at that WrestleMania, but he injured John Cena. Well, he didn't injure. He almost injured John Cena. And Vince was pissed and buried him. That's what happened with that.
No, I mean, but the thing is that sometimes there's some things that just happen organically with the crowd, and usually, if you're not connecting in here, you're not going to get over, man. It's very, very hard.
You know what? I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna sit here and give you win this disagreement. You win this debate because obviously Andrade's over because we talked about him for the last 15 minutes and he's never been talked about that long in his life. So I will give you that Andrade.
He's over elsewhere. He's
not
over
elsewhere.
But my point is,
and look, he married the top prize.
That's
he's
my
also
point.
one of the least talked about NXT champions.
Yeah, he married the top prize in the business, and he's still.
She's no prize. She's no prize.
I mean, but she has the respect. She has the respect. 100%. She has the respect. That's my point. She deserves
every bit of respect.
You know what I mean? So the thing is that she has power, and clearly her power is, kept them on high up. But you mean
Charlotte Flair had enough swing that when nobody was thinking about her ass and she was injured, she was able to pull strings for Andrade? I'm calling Cap.
100%. I agree with Vic.
I'm calling Super Cap on that because.
But wait a minute. So wait, you think Ric Flair doesn't have any power for his son-in-law? Ric Flair doesn't have any influence over Triple H. Come on, bro.
No, but Charlotte definitely does. And
business-wise,
Charlotte was not on TV. No. Charlotte was not on TV, but Charlotte was still traveling a lot. So Charlotte definitely helped Andrade. You could see where Charlotte and Andrade probably got divorced. Right? You can definitely see it if you pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Look
at Fernando saying he's a megastar in Mexico. Why is that? Come on.
That was back in October. So my point is this. If the man is on TV, and they have something for him, it's very easy for you to say, "Oh yeah, he's over because he's on TV."
What storyline would you put?
But if he does not have a storyline, how many times we seen back in the day that you don't see people every week? Sometimes you didn't see him every week. It's just like how these people are saying now. Oh, such and such didn't defend the title in I don't know how many days. Like, really, did they really defend the title every single week? No. And the times that they did defend the title a lot, go back and look at those wrestlers now. Their bodies are broken the fuck down. They're broken down. So now you guys are mad because there's a wrestler that wants to protect their body, and this lifestyle hurts people. It hurts people for your benefit of entertainment, and then we sit there and we bitch about it. Eat off of my dirty work and then bitch about it.
I mean, when it comes to that, I feel like people have learned from Floyd Mayweather to protect their body.
Baron Corbin, in an interview a couple weeks ago, said that one of the things that he was disrespected the most with is that he was told when he was on SmackDown before his departure that they need to feed bodies to Jacob Fatu. Let's talk about this Andrade match.
It was a good match.
Exactly what they did.
Honestly, he should have ran through Andrade just by the way that they've presented him, right? Clearly, I'm not going to say clearly, but it is my honest opinion. Between these two guys, who's the better wrestler? It's Andrade, hands down. Mm-hmm. Who's the better worker right now is Jacob. And that's the difference between those two. And Jacob's storyline is more important than Andrade getting momentum. It's more important. I saw somebody put in the comments, Mad Dog, put him. You don't think that he'll have a match on Mania? There's a lot of people that have a match on Mania.
Who told Andrade?
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course he's not. He'll be in the Battle Royal the night before.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of people. For the most part, almost everybody that is in the pay-per-view tonight will probably, I'd say 85%. I'm 85% sure they'll be in a Mania match. 85% sure that everybody on the card tonight literally is filling out Mania.
Trish Stratus who do you get? Trish Stratus is not going to be on the card.
I said 85%.
I mean,
85%.
No, but this is her Mania moment right now.
I'm not entirely sure Sami Zayn's going to be on the card also.
I told you, Sami Zayn is fucked. He is fucked. Literally. Pause. But Jacob goes over, and this is what we want, right? But it kind of made no sense. It made no sense just for the freaking winner to win. And I'm not going to jump all the way ahead to the winner, but it made no sense. I didn't see where this weaved its way into the storyline. Hopefully they'll give us a little bit more next week. But we then get to a segment where the Profits, I guess, I'm guessing that Dawkins is cleared, but I kind of don't think he is 100% cleared. But Profits are saying they're back. They're still owed a title shot that Nick Aldis promised them back in December. Jeez. And then Legado del Fantasma comes up, and Santos Escobar, I don't understand the momentum stop with Santos Escobar. I thought he was in a good position, and then he's just doing backstage stuff. Like it's not no way. I get it. People don't cheer, but he was on every single week, and he was doing the heel shit that heels are supposed to do, and he had a good character. I thought he had good work. I thought he was working really well.
He's a great heel.
And then he ran into LA Knight a couple times, and then he got pushed. He got pushed to the back. But Legado del Fantasma, I still think that they're pretty good. They're a decent little stable, decent mid-card stable for the WWE. I mean, for SmackDown, but specifically for the tag division. I think that this faction is strictly just for the tag teams, and this is how you get Los Garza to continue to get over. I do think that WWE has something in Los Garza. I don't think that if you put them on Raw, same gimmick, everything, I don't think that they work on Raw. Same way that DIY did not work on Raw. They went to SmackDown. They did get over on SmackDown, but it seems like now their time is getting a little thin as far as
Legado del Fantasma didn't work in NXT. Like that's a long old faction already. Homage to his father, right? People got to care about his father in order to care about this faction.
No tres leches.
You know what I'm saying?
They got rid of my baby.
And then, mind you, like it was good visually, but people don't care about the faction. You know what I mean? I'm sure he made more merch sales or more merch money when he was a part of the LWO, and he was on some LWO shit. Because his thing was never with Santos, he's really good on the mic, and he puts like good facial expressions. I think he's a good heel, but at the end of the day, I think if he were down in Mexico, he'd be vicious. You know what I mean? He would definitely be over. But like, nah, man, these people don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying?
You can be over all you want to in Mexico. You're not getting the bucks that you're going to get at WWE. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you're not going to get
because it's bigger money, it's bigger things. But what I'm saying is like as far as like people caring about the character, like these guys, they gotta put in good stuff in the ring. Because Santos, out of all of the Latinos, is probably have the most charisma out of everybody. Maybe the only other person that would beat him out with that is Selena Vega. But Selena Vega's from Queens. You know what I mean? So like, you know, she's Americanized. You feel me? Like, these guys like Andrade and Santos Escobar and all of them, like, you know, they're from down south. So like, they're not gonna get over like that. You know what I mean? It's only to a certain point. I mean, I'll give you another example. You look at Io Sky, right? Like her main thing is her crazy bumps. But nobody is ever listening to a promo that she's, you know what I mean? Like nobody.
We can't understand her. But the thing is, she goes, and you know what? If I am offending anybody in my impression right now, I apologize, but I have to prove my point. Io goes, she squints her eyes, she goes, you ain't there. And the crowd goes ape shit. We don't know what the hell she said
because it looks like anime.
Of her voice, she's serious. So we'll take it.
Because it looks like anime.
I will beat you for your title.
Yeah, it looks like that shit looks like straight anime. You know what I mean? So people like that. Same thing with Asuka.
Yes, yeah. When her and Asuka was in that promo, like a year or two ago, and it was on Raw, and they was just cussing each other out, and then the only thing that we understood was Io Sky goes, "Peach." That's it. And the crowd went ape shit. That's all I'm saying. So we're not going to sit up here and put Io Sky in that same conversation because Io is over. We can't understand shit that she says.
Was she over as a champion? Was she over as champion? No, she was not.
Okay, if she wasn't over as a champion, why is she still over in the title picture right now?
Let me put my.
She's great in the ring. She's one of the best people in that ring.
I don't know how we got to Io, who's a Raw superstar. When we're talking about SmackDown right now, the SmackDown tag titles, because the bottom line is one thing, and I will wait. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to be on the show, because I agree with the storyline. The storyline I've been very critical of for months now. I'm actually enjoying. The fact of the matter is, and Raw needs to take notes, they're doing something with those WWE Tag Team Championships. And I loved every minute of it. I think the Street Profits were the right bit of right team to be put in the storyline. You know, they obviously went and they talked to Chancellor Palpatine. They started executing Order 66 and all these tag matches, and you see their darker appearance. Now, here's the only problem I had with this segment is they need to change their damn music, right? That music does not fit this dark persona that they're trying to come out with. So they have to change it up. I saw New Day kind of did a little bit. Somebody said that New Day can take some tips from the Street Profits. This was it. The brawl at the end I thought was good. Triple H likes his pull aparts. This was the pull apart for the SmackDown episode. Very, very well done. I did like the stare down between the Street Profits and Motor City Machine Guns. I'm very, very interested in this match. But I also agree with the comment I saw earlier that this is Street Profits' last chance. They need to win those tag team titles to solidify their stance, especially since, you know, I know we've been talking about for like 3 or 4 years, but they are due for a breakup coming up soon, and they need to, whoa. Okay, I thought, you know, something strange happened. No. But it definitely need to do that because they're a great tag team, and they always have good chemistry with anybody. I remember their feud they had with the Usos, great matches. Fantastic matches. Your thoughts when it comes up to this? Whoever's leading the show.
That was nice what you tried to do, but still, I'm still going back to Io Sky.
No, we're not going there. We're not going there because you're going to have a call from the ethics committee later. No. Because you doubled down. You doubled down. Let it slide. You doubled down.
This is not rated R review, and we do have impromptu debates. That's what makes the show this show.
Well, do it without the accents, please. Do it without the accents.
I'm not doing any more impressions, and I already apologized beforehand. I already apologized beforehand.
Oh, my bad, Terry Bollea. All right, well, go ahead.
Anyway, so we. Well, you know, I grew up in Delaware. I grew up in Delaware. Everybody talked like Io Sky. They said I thought it was cool. Everybody talking like Io Sky.
Golly.
Oh God, we didn't even get a match, but good segment. 1000% agree with you. We talked about this that Raw's tag team division. Can you name me 4 tag teams on Raw that are not the War Raiders?
Yeah, the Creeds. The Creeds. JD Madonna is injured right now, but when he comes back, Finn Balor and JD Madonna.
By the time McDonough comes back, Finn is going to be out.
Probably the Creeds and the fans in the toilet bowl when the War Raiders do come out. I don't know. Like
that's my point. SmackDown's tag division actually feels like a big deal.
Oh, on A-Town Down Under.
Oh, I forgot they did get over. Okay, yeah,
they got put on Raw, then they were on NXT immediately. It was strange. New Day, thank you, New Day.
The Creed brothers are good. They should be tag champs, but they keep getting. One week they're on TV, next week they're off TV for 2 weeks, and they're back on again. I don't feel like they know what they're doing. But SmackDown's tag division seems to have everything rolling for them right now. I think that there's a high interest in that tag division. I think that this is possibly a fatal 4-way at Mania. And then Raw will be subjected to a kickoff pre-show, even if they have them. Probably not. But anyway, we get Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre backstage, and Drew doing a lot of, if he was me, no.
What did we just say 10 minutes ago? No more impressions. And this is what I was saying. If it was me,
come on, man. Listen. What are you talking? I said I wasn't doing no more EO, man. EO was, come on, man. You know what, everybody?
Welcome to the Smackdown Penitentiary.
Welcome to the penitentiary, man. It ain't go down over here in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? If I
he literally said, "I'm going to do
disrespectfully
like, I don't like." Golly. Okay, Drew McIntyre. All right.
Drew goes out to the ring, and Drew must have. He had his notepad. He had his notepad ready because he had some hot bars he was out there spitting. Right. This is the portion of the show that I absolutely love. This shot right here, Drew standing on the commentary table, and then we get Damian Priest. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as the music hit and I saw those Priest, I said, "Oh God, Drew just spit this hot fire in the booth. We don't know where this is going." But you know what? Drew had the stove. He had the hot plate. He had the hot plate ready. He had all the seasonings out. Let him cook. Okay, cool. We got another chef in the kitchen here. Chef Priest comes on. He comes out there and he says, "You're not." He said, "I'm not obsessed with
all the seasoning." Did you say all the seasoning? Yeah. Did you really do that?
Yeah.
So you have Chef Ramsay out there, right? And then Burger King comes out, and you're talking about, "Oh yeah, he's gonna cook." Like I don't understand this. I don't understand.
What are you talking about? Listen, first of all, let me ask you this, in your honest opinion, did Damian Priest under-deliver on the microphone? This is some of the best work that we've seen.
I mean, like, he usually does, bro. That's the thing. And mind you, look, I love Damian Priest by bias because he's from New York. You understand? He's Puerto Rican from. He's Puerto Rican from New York. You know what I mean? And that's what I love.
I'm biased because he's from New York. Then he doubles down and says he's Puerto Rican.
and mind you, it's the same reason. And look, I love Selena Vega more because she's from Queens and she's Puerto Rican, right? But here's the difference. Selena Vega got much better.
It's Del Taco.
Than Damian.
So I don't know if that's.
I am done. First of all, you should have highlighted that comment, right?
I should have not.
And then second of all, now this man's in trouble. Anyway, go ahead, Vic. Go ahead.
I'm biased towards my people.
I would never know.
But like the guy just doesn't have the mic skills. You know what I mean? He just doesn't. At least maybe it's the way he talks. I don't know what it is, but like, you know, when he talks, he's just not hitting. He's great. He's great in the ring and all of that. You know what I mean? And they really try to give him the push, but he just sucks on the mic, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I thought this was.
I made that joke because when he came out, I was automatically disinterested. But I will agree with Z. I thought he actually performed pretty well this time. I do.
He says, I'm not obsessed with CM Punk. He goes, "You're not obsessed with CM Punk? Look at you. You're sitting like him." I was like, damn. Like, I wasn't even thinking of that. I wouldn't even think about that. I was just thinking of him calling his name every single week. But he literally is sitting like him, right? And then here comes Seth Rollins. Seth, not going to lie, between Seth Rollins and Logan Paul, they are tied for the weakest mic performance. I don't need to hear.
Logan Paul is another one. Logan Paul is another one that sucks on the mic. Like if Logan Paul is not filtered, then he's fine. Like when you saw when his brother fought Mike Tyson and that little promo that he caught with Mike Tyson, that was natural. You know what I mean? That was something that Logan Paul could easily do, right? But when he has a script and when he has to like read lines and shit, he's terrible. Like Logan Paul needs to hang out with the Miz a little bit more. Because the best person to like just do shit off the fly is the Miz. Like nobody can fuck with the Miz. I mean, unless it's Paul Heyman. But like, Yeah, or Cena. But like, you know, like after a while, like for me right now, Damian Priest is in his when Roman Reigns was saying suffer and succotash. You feel me? Like you give him some time and then he'll probably do better on the mic. But right now, trash. Logan Paul, the same thing. And then you know, Seth Rollins is hit or misses, bro. Because there's times where Seth Rollins is really good. That thing that he did with Cody Rhodes last week was great. This time.
I don't think Stephon did a bad job last night. I think all 6 men delivered. I think Logan Paul was a little long-winded at times because he gets so much heat, and I respect it. Logan Paul is a future world champion, in my opinion. I just think he's all just need to prepare. But I thought everybody did a good job. We see a lot of the comments about the oven mitt. Let's just be real. That was a great line by CM Punk, and I don't.
That was he shredded him. I had to go to my kitchen and look at my oven mitt.
Crazy.
It looks like oven mitt. They look at oven mitt, and I cooked you on January 6th, and I'm gonna cook you on Saturday.
I was waiting for somebody to say MC Hammer. I was fiending for somebody to say MC Hammer because he showed up with
I think oven mitt is more spot on because if you put a red oven mitt next to it, it looks exactly like that. So it comes that's
quality.
CM Punk, and I know Seth Rollins is supposed to just be quiet, but CM Punk just kind of like cooked him completely. You know, he besides the oven mitt comment, you know, he said you dress like a clown. I don't know. It was a lot of cooking. Seth Rollins said over my dead body, but this is actually the segment which I thought was the best segment of the night, followed by that tag team thing. This was the actual thing that made me, and this is more along the line with Z, where I said I now am a little bit more confident of who I picked to win the Elimination Chamber tonight. And this man on the microphone right here, CM Punk. I think CM Punk is winning this Elimination Chamber match. I think between this and this later promo he's going to have with Cody Rhodes, I think the writing's on the wall. It's Punk and Cody Rhodes.
So you're making it official that you're changing your pick from Thursday.
I am definitely changing my pick. It's going to be CM Punk, and I don't think that's changing either.
Maybe. I mean, because I could see Cena facing Logan Paul. I noticed how he.
I still think that's the match, and I think, and you know what? I think when he came out like John Cena and trolled all that audience, I even thought John Cena was about to come out. I was like, oh, he's making a surprise appearance, and it was Logan, and I should have seen it coming. Great heel reaction, great heat. I think John Cena and Logan Paul. I said that for months now. I think that's your match at WrestleMania. I think that's the best thing for him. People hate this guy so much; they would love to see Cena's first one be over that guy.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, and that's a Hollywood fight too, so they'll put it all over the press. You know what I mean? Like they'll.
Hey, Dirt Sheets, you got it wrong. If we go forward with this, you got it wrong again. You said Triple H turned down the match between Cena and Logan Paul that Logan Paul had pitched for himself. You said he did. You said he turned it down. It looks like you guys might be wrong. So,
shocker.
I mean,
and Damian Priest and Seth and Drew McIntyre. That's your match.
If Cena gets a chance to fight for the belt at SummerSlam,
that's the match.
I think that, you know what I mean. Then
that's your match. You have to sell 2 nights at a stadium SummerSlam. That's your match.
Just a minute. Excuse me. Just a minute. Can you go back to that other pictures before you left the conversation with government? Yes, but that man right there, Chicago-made Punk, who's actually from Rosemont Horizon. It's not Chicago, but I love CM Punk. It's the third amount of shirts I have in my whole closet are CM Punk shirts next to Philadelphia Eagles, world champion Philadelphia Eagles, that is, and Jonathan Eraser Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT Cena. I have been trending this way as well.
Oh, Vic, you gotta go. Just put up a peace sign if backstage if you are.
And last night solidified it for me as well. And I'm so sure about my pick, Z. I'm going to pick that in our predictor as well. I think it makes so much more sense everywhere else. You and I spoke on my show, right? We spoke probably as well. Click, click, boom. He can break tonight in the chamber. If you don't pull this trigger with Punk right now at WrestleMania, when can you pull the trigger? Right?
You heard Drew McIntyre said, he said, 6 months is almost up. Ain't you due for an injury?
Yes. Ain't you due to get hurt again?
Lying.
That's why DM Hunk's the best in this whole entire promo war. Punk just ate the mitten very well in this segment. He just kept ragdogging him and his outfit. Like every time he opened his mouth, just shut up. Look how you dressed. You know what I'm saying? But we talked about it as well with Cody and that thing. I know it's coming up again later. When he spoke to Cody, he says, sell my soul. I mean, he's pretty much done that already. He calls himself the devil, which I hate. I don't want to be anything world. I don't want to be the devil. But they all say it, right? That is the pick, CM Punk, because exactly what I hate when you're right Because when you're right, it's what makes intelligent wrestling sense. I won't Cena because I'm a Cena super mark. You know what I mean? But it doesn't have to be, although as a fan, I would want it to be at WrestleMania. We just want to see him win the title. Why start the tour? How great of a tour is it? It's either one. Flip the coin. You can end the tour as a champion and who beats you, right? Or you can just end the tour winning the belt, kind of like Sting kind of rode off into the sunset. So I just wanted to come over here and say that, yo. I just CM Punk, man, he's gonna win this Elimination Chamber. It's now or never, right? It's now or never. So
I don't think we got another year of waiting for that, man. Before we're gonna take a quick commercial break, we'll get into the second half. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, get to the second half of SmackDown, including
got a few minutes.
The 6-woman tag team match with the new tag team champions Liv Morgan and Big Mommy Cool and Roxana Perez versus my shave head queen. I get to talk about my shave head queen, Lord, my shave head queen, and these beautiful tall glasses of chocolate milk with the frosting and the sprinkles.
Oh my God. Can you just
chocolate cake, all delectable desserts. Man. All right. Anyway, SmackDown Penitentiary, y'all. Y'all stay tuned.
Tell them that you hate us because we talk about WWE too much, but you want to talk about Will Ocean Spray. Go ahead. EC, where were we? Penta El Cero Miedo was in a match.
My bad. You mentioned something I forgot that no one cared about it. Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser versus
Hold on, we ain't
Pete
talking
Dunne.
about my man. Hold on, you gotta do the dance. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, we're gonna get more OnlyFans action. Like, what's going on?
Hold on, you gotta see my whole. Hold on, you gotta see
Put it
my.
on his- Oh, he's gonna do a crip walk.
No, I got to do. Hold on, you got to do the whole Penta walk, man. Hold on. You know, even though he stole it, Parker. Why y'all take me out? Oh, hold on.
Nobody took you out, but this is the longest setup.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, don't test me. Whatever. But all right, whatever. Can y'all see? Oh, all right. But my man threw him down. Oh, you can't see my feet though. But my man do the little Lapaka, little jerk. Yeah. Man.
Here, I'll sing along. Cause this is Thriller. All the night.
See what I'm saying? He got to dance like La Parka, and he got to say Cero Miedo in order to get on. You know what I'm saying? That's it. See what he got to do? He got to do all this. But he can't do all the flips and all the flops that they do in the ring. He can't do that. He gotta have a saying and dance like La Parka. You feel me? Name a bunch of
is that not charisma though?
Just
no, that is. That's what I'm saying. Though, look what you got to do in order. But look, nobody's ever gonna listen to his promos on the mic. Is my point.
Because we don't understand what he's saying.
Exactly.
Right. So that's why it doesn't equate. It has to do with people not liking him as a wrestler.
The thing is just that, like, look, you could do that with Rey Mysterio. You can understand everything that Rey Mysterio says, but his promos is whack. His son is better. Why? Because he resonates more with the audience. He knows how to heal.
Because he knows English better.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But Rey Mysterio, Rey
that
Mysterio,
doesn't mean
it's not like Rey Mysterio just came across the border the other day. Like, come on, B. Like he has
connections. The border the other day is crazy.
He has connections to Mexico still. Dominic Mysterio doesn't.
JBL.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of JBL, LA Knight's in the ring right now doing a JBL pose. So I want to talk about this LA Knight being the number one contender for United States Championship. Like no one saw that coming. What the hell's going on?
God. Oh,
Where
God.
did you go?
Oh man.
Well,
I tell you, this is a Dave Chappelle moment. And where we gonna get canceled for sure.
He better get some Del Taco.
Listen, nobody
like
cared
Del
about this
Taco,
LA
buddy.
Knight Santos Escobar match. We knew it was gonna happen. So I didn't even want to talk about this. We want to talk about this here. You know, shout out to Sami Zayn. I got the exact same shirt. The exact same shirt.
Apparently, so the Sami Zayn every week.
That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Nobody asks this man for fashion tips. I see y'all making fun of him every single time. Nobody asks.
I don't. But I am sick of that shirt.
There have been red. There were green. What are you talking about? It's just a flannel man. Daniel Bryan was a flannel man. Hell, in the 90s, most of the Midwest were flannel men. So,
what year are we in, Mike?
Hey, it's coming. It's making a comeback. So is turtlenecks. I don't know.
But that's only in the wintertime because they warm. That's all.
I thought you were gone. Like, what is it? Are you leaving or not? Like,
I'm waiting on the call. I'm waiting on the call.
It's your, well, stay on. Stay on.
I'm gonna be like Zordon and be just a voice in the back.
Dude, you're Zordon almost every week. I don't want to hear that. Just stay
he's gotten better the last 3 months to 4.
Listen, I've said it. I will say that Sami Zayn's promo skills, well, not skills, but his promos during this rivalry have been phenomenal. And it's all credit to the man in an empty ring, literally across town. Kevin Owens. The man, this looks crazy.
Yeah, it looks like Royal Rumble 2024.
Crazy.
All over again. Those people are going to be just really mad.
The chamber isn't even built yet. Is it? No, it's not even.
No,
built
it might be.
Yet.
It might be in between.
You think so? It's up here somewhere.
It might be.
It could be.
It could be. I don't know.
Ooh.
But I just see a lot of open area in the back. That's just
it is a wide.
Maybe there's more seats to get filled in. You know, that's even worse. But still.
Matt Del Kelly, are you still in the comments? Matt Del Kelly, let yourself be known if you're still in the comments.
He was here. You say he put a comment 5 minutes ago. Yeah, look, this is wide. This is a wide area, and I get it. You got commentary table over here, probably.
They're probably not done. I'm gonna assume.
It's a good possibility they're not done.
It's
a
lot of area. It's a lot of area. Like people are definitely going to be. It doesn't look comfortable. Where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this area behind.
That's why you don't go to wrestling because you're taking a killable.
No. I'm just saying, like this area right here. Right,
you gotta remember, like, you know, the population of Canada
is the population of Canada
right side is the entryway.
Yeah, and in a really big space, like California alone has more people than Canada. Like, they don't need such big. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. What are you saying exactly?
I'm saying, like it's kind of like going. It's like going to a show in Rochester. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
No, I don't. We're saying that this is a large area. Why do you keep going in and out? Get your butt. He's like David in the chat room. He drops his shit and then he rolls. No, stay your ass here.
And don't even flush it right.
Yeah.
Nasty people.
It's a wide open area, so why do you say they don't need a lot of space?
Oh.
I'm saying that's too much space for them. If they are a country of only 33 million, but I forget Toronto, I think has like half the population. So
facts.
Where are we going?
That's me. Do you think? You talking? I'm producing.
No, I'm talking about it.
I know where one is at. You want me to put it in?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
It's going to make it super small, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said false.
Yeah, I was looking for that. I didn't know which one it is.
Okay.
There it is. That's the one.
Next to the last.
This is because I got to look this way.
Next to the last
this
one.
way. My screen's right here. Okay. Kevin Owens says that he's going to feel sorry for what he's going to do to Sami Zayn, but not for what he's going to do to Sami Zayn. He's going to feel sorry for his familia. Actually, that's wrong. I shouldn't say familia. Family. Because Canada don't have a cool way to say family. And he's going to he's going to,
It's called Drake.
Remember, their primary language is English and French.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they call Canadian bacon. It's ham. It's Canadian bacon. It's not Canadian bacon. It's ham.
I don't know where we're going with this, and I don't know why you're so offended by it. But I will say here,
stupid.
You don't love a English muffin.
I do love an egg McMuffin. Come on, man.
English.
I love an egg McMuffin. Don't go there.
I mean, but Canadians are all about maple trees. Like,
Syrup. All about syrup and mousses.
Hello.
I love Canada. I love Canadians.
What's the leaf?
Drake?
Don't like they have a team called the Maple Leafs. The freaking
Toronto
leaf on the damn flag is what? A maple leaf. Do you know how much freaking maple grows?
That's their primary.
I don't know how we end up on these conversations.
Because we're unpopular review. That's why.
I thought we were talking about Kevin Owens being in this empty AEW arena.
Because Kevin Owens is another maple leaf, just like Sami Zayn, and it's two maple leafs that are fighting each other in front of a stadium full of maple leafs, and that's why
They're
it's
not
over.
from Toronto.
It doesn't matter. It's in Canada.
But the country's all about Maple Leafs. He has a point.
Exactly.
You keep speaking. It's the Bret Hart
For
effect.
Lord's sake.
Exactly.
Okay.
It is the Bret Hart effect. It's like this is a Bret
This is
versus
hilarious.
Owens type of thing.
This is not Bret versus Owens.
This
It
Bret
is.
versus
Outside
Owens
being
because
brothers
they're
by
brothers.
blood, it's exactly Bret and Owen.
Yeah. The wrestling historian doesn't get that. Are you serious?
It's been over
what?
This is not
20-something
Bret versus
years.
Owen. Bret versus Owen was legit family.
No,
This is
we
not-
said that. We
Not to
said
mention the
outside
fact
of
when
being
Bret versus
blood.
Owen was popular. When Bret versus Owen was popular, they have never wrestled on the main stage before. I've seen Kevin
give you
Owens and
that.
Sami Zayn 29,000 times.
I see
right?
that point in his
Yeah.
Even Kevin Owens said
to
last night, he was
attack,
like,
but-
"This is the biggest stage we've ever wrestled on." They wrestled a freaking WrestleMania, bro.
But
Like-
but my point is that you're talking about two people that know each other very well. They're in front of a hometown crowd, so
Drew
they're
McIntyre and
gonna
everybody.
steal the show,
They all
and they
Okay.
probably will.
okay. All right, cool.
They're gonna put on
Mello
something.
and Miz. Mello don't miss.
They will not.
'Cause it's
They will
awesome.
not still. Hey! I'm the host here. What is going on here?
You're not taking.
I will
control of
say
your
I
show.
will no because I'm going to let my co-host.
Don't
part
you
of the
know that
Smackdown Penitentiary
Chris is a
do his
control
thing.
freak?
I'm not a control freak. Y'all just been extra.
He's
racist,
trying to keep us under 2 hours. However,
That's for damn sure.
Actually, that's a good idea.
he keeps interrupting what we do here, which is
Yeah.
impromptu debates. This is what we do.
Over
In
Maple
depth-
Leafs dice.
in depth-
Maple Leafs.
in-
Maple Leafs.
All right, let's
Listen.
stop talking about plants and move on.
Well, we never
In-depth
talked about the segment,
conversations.
though. We just got talking about Maple Leafs.
Anyway, but in closing, Kevin Owens is going to fuck Sami Zayn up. That's basically what's going to happen.
Disagree.
I called it, which is going to bring Orton back. We need Orton. No Mania, 2 Manias back to back with no Orton. No, I will not stand for it. As a Randy Orton fan, I will not stand for it. But anyway, Miz, damn it, this is fucking me up because I can't. Miz,
Where you
I'm not
going?
really looking at it, but I'm looking at it.
No, you're not.
Miz and
You're not even looking at the screen. You're on the wrong side.
I'm not looking at the screen. The screen is actually right here. But Miz and Carmelo Hayes are backstage, and clearly they are getting this over. The more and more that they talk and interact, they are getting this over. Melo don't Miz and Oz him. I can see it on a shirt. I can see it on a plant. I can see it on a sign.
I think
On a
also
Maple
Truth is better. You know what I mean? I think I prefer Awesome Truth, but you know,
What?
I don't think that Carmelo Hayes needs the Miz, and I think that's kind of a demotion.
Have you
No,
been watching SmackDown for the last year?
absolutely needs the
100%
Miz.
needs the Miz.
I mean, no, the thing is
The
just
only thing that would have saved him is if they would have traded him to Monday Night Raw, which we thought that he was because he had Monday Night Mellow. It made sense.
I think that.
But since they didn't pull
Carmelo
the trigger
Hayes-
on that, now you have to get him over with the fans. And this is easily, while the Miz is not quote unquote liked, he's well respected and he can get anybody over. And he's actually really funny, right? So the easiest way to get somebody over, make people laugh. How many times
No,
you been
but
out and
my
you see
whole-
somebody that you didn't like and you like, you know what? That motherfucker was funny. He not that bad. That motherfucker was funny.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But like Carmelo Hayes, in my opinion, needs a strap that he's defending in order to get him a little bit more over. Because like his mic skills aren't bad. And
Listen, everybody need a strap to get over. You said Tonga need a strap. You said
No.
Jacob need a strap.
I was gonna actually
This is
bring
why
that
AEW has so many belts because of Vic.
There's a chance I can see Mello defending a strap every single Wednesday on X. So
No, I think.
Are you being, I mean, he
think-
would be the perfect.
If I can
speed
say
champion,
this,
though.
my voice ain't the same, guys. Y'all, I mean, let me just get this out, please. We keep going back, just please. when you look at the strap difference for you, Vic, some people don't need a strap to get over. Like Jacob's already over. Melo was supposed to get over, didn't get over because booking. So a strap would help him. It's every, you know what I mean? It's just about who has the strap and what the strap does for them. Jacob he gets the strap. That's next stratosphere. You know what I mean? He's already over in that sense.
I mean, like when it comes to Jacob, I think that it would be like when Keith Lee was the North American champion and then became NXT champion, or like when Ultimate Warrior was in the Continental champion and then became the big champion. Like, you know what I mean? Like something to keep the sizzle going. But when it comes to Carmelo Hayes, it's just been bad booking for him, bro. Like he needs something.
Agree.
Like because like I don't think that he needs
the
to
Miz,
go...
but it sucks because he's not a heel. I mean, he's not.
No, my whole thing is like I don't think that the Miz needs to go the funny route.
Mm-hmm.
The way that Piper Niven is going the funny route.
Well, hopefully they make it serious. It's just right now it seems to be comedic, but I just think for what they've shown us in Melo, and maybe he can do it. You know, we don't know. He just seems to play heel very well. That's his whole persona.
I mean, I think they're just trying to find his range.
I would put Carmelo Hayes with the Street Profits and probably somebody else and do like a new Nation of Domination. That's what I would do.
It's only been 5 months we heard that one.
You know what I mean?
You had this idea with Bobby Lashley too. You thought he was going to be
Bobby
part of
I don't necessarily disagree with it. I'm just making fun of. That's what I hear that so much.
Problem with Bobby Lashley, like Bobby Lashley needed what's his name? What was his name? Damn. Shit. The
man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
Yeah.
Give it to him, Dice. We're gonna do another impression.
What was his name?
Pose for him, Bobby. Come on, give it to me. Leo, I'm a choke rush.
Nobody
Leo
in here
Rush.
looks like you, Bobby. Low weight, high reps. Low weight, high reps. My man, Bobby.
Like,
Leo Rush.
He needed Leo Rush in order to do that, right? So now Bobby Lashley never had mic skills, bro. Never did. That's why MVP. He needs MVP. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but the Street Profits don't, I
agree.
They don't need that. You know what I mean? Like freaking Carmelo Hayes could be the mic guy, if anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my whole point is that putting Carmelo Hayes with the Miz and trying to make him funny, I don't think it's gonna work. That's why I say like Awesome Truth, I think is way better than
you're talking about a Hall of Fame comedian wrestler versus a guy who's been here not even a year and a half.
I mean, like if they were facing each other or something like that, if him with the Miz, I just don't think that he's gonna mix well with the Miz. I really don't, but we'll see. I could be wrong.
In a weird change of direction, I did not expect this interaction between Miz and Cody Rhodes, but I absolutely thought it was necessary out of all the people that ran into Cody, because the A-lister, why not have the A-lister see what's up with Cody, see what's going on in his mind? And the man says, look at the man. He can give you everything you want. He runs Hollywood. He can give you a seat on the board. He can give you everything you want. What are you questioning? What are you questioning? We know the Miz would have caved. The Miz telling
but the thing is, like, who else has sold out more than the Miz? You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you really look at it, who else is, like, as far as like being a corporate champion or a corporate guy? Like, I remember when Daniel Bryan called him out on this. Like he was a safe WWE guy, but then that's at the same time, that's why he never got injured. And that's why he always wore the suits, and Miz is always used to cut a promo for some kind of company, for some kind of thing. Mind you, the Miz is one of the only people that got his own damn TV show. I don't know if that show's still going, but he got, you know what I mean? Like he's a perfect person to cut this promo with Cody Rhodes, because he's a pure example of somebody that sold out and got everything that he wanted. You know what I mean? And look, he's still around, and he's a 2-time Grand Slam champion and blah 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 and all of this. But at the same time, got some of the best mic skills in the business. Why? Because he's a good promo man. You know what I mean? Not as good as Donald Trump, but he's a good promo man.
Okay. So Mello wins the he wins the match for the number one contenders. Nobody cared about it. It was Braun Strowman. We knew something had to go on that was weird, so it is what it is. Whatever. Anyway, you know where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. It's been a while. Anytime that we have this lovely, luscious, thick ass, peachy keen,
peachy.
my shaved head queen. Anytime we see her on the screen, we simply would like to say, pipe it up for me, pipe it up for me, pipe it up. Hashtag I love you, Pamela Martinez. Not to be outdone, but we get us a double scoop health and there's some chocolate cake, some chocolate cheesecake, chocolate sprinkles. Take it off right now. Take it off right now. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Where's that? Where's that? Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Delete. Gone. What we're not going to do is disrespect the segment that people love here. We don't have no trash cans. No, we don't have no toilet bowls here in the penitentiary because they're all broke. Now, these women on the screen, a lot of dessert happening, a lot of hairspray, just beauty. It's just beauty on the screen. They should have put Bailey in the middle, though. They should put Bailey in the middle. That'd been a nice sandwich. Now, they all can't wait to get their hands. They can't wait to get their hands on Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Big Mommy Cool, the other Trace Leches. But for the meantime, I like the fact that Bianca, remember for a while, Bianca was like, Naomi, I know Bailey a girl, but we're not even rolling like that. But they smiling, they laughing, they cracking jokes together. Mm-hmm. Cool, they ready, let's go. But I ain't gonna lie to you, at the end, I thought that Bailey was pulling her hair like to whip her back. And I thought she was about to,
No, she was like on some follow the leader type shit, Bianca Belair. That was wild.
Initially, I thought that she was about to yank her back. Like, what? But anyway, we get Roxanne Perez comes out there looking nice. And then Big Mommy Cool and Liv Morgan coming out there, new tag team champions that closed out Monday Night Raw. All good. And then my shave head queen and at the commercial. Yeah, we got the shave head queen come out there, Bianca, Naomi, and again, I was very surprised at the interaction of all three of these ladies because we know how lopsided it's been as far as Naomi trying to get Bianca on the Big Pam train. But anyway, really good match in my opinion. I was really hyped about this match. I expected this match to be kind of, as Vic would say, filler. I thought it was going to be like a mail-in match because of, Chamber today. And I was surprised. I was surprised at the match. But Roxanne Perez gets the pin over my shave head queen. Big Pam was not happy. Big Pam is not going to stand for it. Big Pam going to whip her ass tonight at that goddamn Chamber. That's what I'm going to say. But not only that, but we get Alexa Bliss coming out of nowhere. And I honestly thought that was a really good surprise because nobody had been talking about Alexa Bliss. Up until that point, it's really been focused on those women that are in the ring right now. And it had been for the entire night. And Alexa shows up and puts her in the, what do they call it? The Abigail DDT? Sister Abigail DDT is what they're calling it. I still think it's one of the dopest moves I've ever seen. It's a tribute to Bray and with a nice little spin on it. I thought it was pretty dope.
I wonder,
really good.
I really, if she doesn't win, I really wonder what they're gonna do with her.
I thought this. I put this as a picture on the for the show because I thought that was a really powerful statement. I thought it was a powerful look because they are forgetting about Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss has chamber experience, and they're overlooking her. I would not be opposed to this. Me and EC talked about this on the chamber show. I would not be opposed to Alexa Bliss winning.
I think this is a setup.
What do you do with everybody else if Alexa wins?
I mean, you have a feud between Roxanne Perez and Bayley already. You can continue that. You have the tag team champions. That unless Jade Cargill comes out and something goes on, you know what I mean? Like with Black Girl Magic, you have a story. Alexa Bliss is really the only one that has no direction. So that's why I think that she's gonna win. And then they're gonna bring out the whole Wyatt Six stuff and all those little like glitches that she has every time that she's around. There's gonna be more of that. Personally, I think that's what's gonna happen. I feel like the women's elimination chamber is a little bit more predictable. The match should be amazing, but I got a feeling this lady has got it in the bag.
The pose was a little awkward, only because Roxanne Perez was just celebrating, like she didn't get hit or anything, and she just waved her arms a little bit, and she's like, "All right, I waved, I struggled, I'll just wait, wave, struggle, wait." That's what it was. So I will agree, it was very awkward, but I still enjoyed the fact that she did get her rocks off, pause, pun intended, and I think that again she was forgotten about. And Chris says Alexa Bliss is not winning. Maybe, but who do you have winning? It does take. It took long. It's one of those moves where you can't surprise anybody because you have to sit there and wait. And it worked for Bray Wyatt because Bray was scared and the people didn't want to move.
Like, it also works for Jay White because you have to. It's the way you hit it, right?
Jay hits it really quick. Pause.
Alexa Bliss said. I mean, the way you just said it was perfect for it. Because for all she did was do this, and she was winning. I mean, she won the match. She barely did anything that whole match, quite frankly. But she won the match. She was celebrating, and then she just sitting there. You know, it was really kooky. This is the other reason I wanted to be on because just like we had this conversation this past Thursday on our prediction show, I am now after SmackDown 100% sure, or 90% sure, I should say. Can somebody please take that phone off that desk? I've been meaning to say that for the last 5 to 10 minutes. That vibration is killing me. Okay. I believe Bianca Belair is winning this. I no longer think Alexa Bliss is winning this.
You could not say that. You couldn't say that with confidence. Roxanne Perez is winning.
I don't.
No, I was talking about the comment. I'm sorry, not you. I was talking about the comment.
Put that comment back up. I didn't read it. Roxanne Perez. Oh, not at all. Take a comment down. You're shameful to the name Chris. But I honestly believe Alexa Bliss cannot win because I think she is going to go into this program with the Wyatt Six.
They sign up in a check.
And follow where I'm going. Right? Can you name the members of the Wyatt Six?
Yeah, Nikki Cross.
Go ahead. Boom. Stop right there. Nikki Cross, and Alexa Bliss are former tag team champions. Pick up where I'm putting down.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you just want me to say? You just want me to say one name?
No. I wanted to get to that point. Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss have history together, right? And is it easier to put them in that tag match for the tag team championship?
Yeah.
Because otherwise than that, the Alexa Bliss match that she would have with Rhea Ripley will be kind of tainted by the fact that one, Rhea Ripley is on Raw, she's on SmackDown, but most of these women are on SmackDown. But two, the most important part, the factor about it is that it will be tainted because the Wyatt Six are still getting involved in the Alexa Bliss storyline because every time she's on, they do showcase little things that they do with the Wyatt Six. So it kind of takes away from her match against Rhea Ripley, but she can be involved in this Wyatt Six thing with Nikki Cross because they have history. They were former multi-time tag team champions. So I just don't see Alexa Bliss winning right now. I think Bianca, who's still hot, and that's a money match. Yes, Mike, were you trying to say something?
No, I was saying hi to Charmaine.
So wait.
Oh, Charmaine said something. Oh, she said hi, Mike.
So wait. So now. So Naomi is. So if Bianca wins this match, and Naomi just goes back to being a Funkadactyl.
No, why would you say that?
She's just gonna be a cheerleader for Bianca Belair.
No, I think you go what you've been protesting, well, not protesting, what you've been professing for the last year on this very show is Naomi going heel, right?
Yeah, she the one who did it to Jade. That's why, if you notice, if somebody does a criminal crime, they admit they did the crime.
Correct.
They are not saying because they didn't do it. It's Naomi who did it.
It's either Naomi
or Bianca,
right? Or hear me out. It's not Bianca. It's either Naomi or
Nia Jax.
What Z said on Thursday. I think Nia Jax could have possibly been the one that injured her, right? And then here's why I say this is how it's going to happen. Because you could have Nia be the one to attack Jade. Jade needs her revenge, of course. But it won't be Jade versus Nia. It will be Jade and Naomi versus Nia and Candice.
That makes no sense.
Versus Nikki and Alexa Bliss versus Big Mama Cool and Liv Morgan.
So Naomi is just gonna trade partners.
Correct. Possibly.
Because Bianca Belair is gonna win the Elimination Chamber.
Bianca Belair is winning the Elimination Chamber. Her versus Rhea is money matchup anyway. Her versus Rhea Ripley, even though it won't be, her versus Rhea Ripley could end a WrestleMania night, whether it be Saturday or Sunday. That's how big that match is, really. Go ahead and pull the trigger on it now.
I agree.
They might pull that for a Saturday night.
Here we see Charlotte Flair
looking scrumptious.
She's looking quite nice. You know how I feel.
That's the
about
best she's
veneers.
looked, in my opinion. That's the best she's looked, in my opinion.
You see that Magic Johnson fur?
Not that she's been looking unattractive with this thing.
That's Magic Johnson fur.
She's giving Michelle Pfeiffer and Scarface.
Wow. She's giving a coke-themed, malnutrition woman.
Damn, dude. You're laughing because it's the facts.
No, I'm not. I'm laughing because that is a crazy analogy. That is a crazy comparison. Yeah. I'm not. I can't put that. I cannot sign off on that one.
How thin she is, man. They put her on the dance floor. See what happens. She's a tigress. She's a tiger.
Charlotte here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know what this promo was about. She said a whole bunch of nothing. They're doing nothing. Stone Cold nothing. They're gonna open up a big can of nothing. I don't know what this was about. But
you're absolutely right.
Screen,
that was just to keep her relevant.
She was on the screen. She looked nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure there's some animal activists that do not like that fur coat she got on. Better hope it's fake.
Do we know it's real? Could be false.
I don't know, but it's Charlotte Flair.
Tell Peter my meat is flagging on the floor.
I would say that, you know, oh my God.
I wasn't even going to highlight that comment. Todd, come on, man.
I'm not saying it, but that's crazy. That is crazy. We get the main event, triple threat, really good match. The reason I don't understand having the interaction between Solo and Jacob Fatu just to have LA Knight win it again. I think that this was the plan all along, to have him win the title, the U.S. title, back from Shinsuke, if they were going to have the Shinsuke match that night. But unfortunately, Shinsuke's brother passed, so they had to pivot. I believe that LA Knight probably would have won. So I think they're still going on with that. But I'm tired of seeing LA Knight going for this United States Championship. But you know, I get it, but I'm tired of it. I don't want it. I don't care for it. In the final,
you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I watch all types of wrestling. So, we get the final interaction of Cody running into people like it's a side mission in an RPG game. Is it go talk to Cody Rhodes? Go talk to Cody Rhodes. You get 1,000 coin. Okay. So now CM Punk is going to get his 1,000 coin for going to go talk to Cody Rhodes. And Punk is, it brings me personally what I got from it. It's taking Punk, it's giving 2012 Punk vibes of, you know, dealing with Vince and Trips and that whole thing, right? Of, you know, I would have done this and da-da-da-da-da-da. I thought it was really good to get Punk's perspective, because we know Drew would have caved. We know Miz would have caved. R-Truth just wants some shellfish. He got what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did he talk to? Was it Priest? No, that was last week. Anyway, I feel like I'm missing somebody that he talked to, but I feel like everybody.
He talked to Seth Rollins on past Monday.
Yeah, I think, and Seth already caved. So
I'm glad you mentioned all of that though, because it goes into my new theory. Because I always have a theory that the person who is going to cave is actually CM Punk. It's going to be very Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 17.
I said that on Monday.
Did not hear. So good job.
I said he's going to be the one to sell his soul. I put it on my post. I said it makes sense. He said it. That's why I went when you came in with the logic of him winning the Elimination Chamber. It made sense. It all makes sense, right? Because even though I think it's time for Cody to have a heel turn, he's still, it can go either way. This is why, honestly, I don't care if he takes the offer. I love it. If he doesn't take the offer, I love it. That's where I stand with this. I think it's good either way. I think this was just brilliant. For once, I can say up until the truck scene, it was brilliant booking for the night. I thought it was really good.
Because that's where we're going. In the closing segment of the night, we get Cody Rhodes and Michael Cole in the ring, and he asks Cody a straight up question, what are you going to do? And Cody does what Cody does. It starts to Cody starts to give you a long
Can we get a thank you award to Michael Cole for shutting Cody Rhodes up?
Immediately he started going, Cody, you're deflecting.
Bullshit.
Cody, you're deflecting.
You're deflecting.
And immediately shut that down. Yeah, because I didn't want to hear
this shit down.
Negan, I will shut it down. No exceptions. And that's what Michael Cole did. We don't want none of that. We don't want the fluffer. We don't want the fluffer on the scene right now. If y'all don't know what a fluffer is, look it up.
I mean, you know what though? I get it though, because he comes across. He could be very Vivek Ramaswamy.
This is
the worst segment.
I want to say this is very cringe. This was very cringe to me. Very cringe to me. Out of every ounce of promo, talking, backstage interaction-ish, this was the worst for me. I thought the truck, if you wanted to bring the truck out, I don't think that you bring it in a stadium. You have Cody in a backstage segment, possibly leaving the arena, and then, hey, can you get my bus? Oh, your truck is here. My truck. Compliments of the final boss. I think something along that lines would have been cool. But this thing with The Rock is just, it was cringe. First of all, the sound quality was total shit.
Mm-hmm.
The sound quality was shit. But Rock
was talking about sound quality. I'm sorry. You watch a lot of wrestling. Let's leave this sound quality alone. That shit was superb. Continue. I'm sorry.
They were next to he filmed it next to the bird. That's
on the phone. On a phone.
No,
but it was something just kept whistling by and
they were at a private airport. That wasn't the worst part about it. The worst part about it is Dwayne. Look, I said it a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna say it again. Why do you always have to come and get 20 minutes of time? Like this thing you could have wrapped up in 2 minutes, and just like Zebra, like when you just have to keep talking and talking. And when he went to the session, he was like, the long road, the dangerous road. I said, I'm glad we're talking about roads because that's how I feel like I'm on the long ass road. Every time you open your mouth and speak, and this is possibly the greatest promo guy of all time. He does not know when to cut it. He goes too much. All because you want to let everybody know you're going to be at the Elimination Chamber tomorrow. That's all this was. I'm going to be at the Elimination Chamber tomorrow. I'm going to be there, fans. Don't worry. Buy your tickets. It's too much.
I don't think get rid of the bus because the truck doesn't replace a bus. But I get the premise of what you're putting down because you just don't have The Rock at all be there. And I get it's The Rock. He has to be there. I seen comments say about how they said The Rock is ruining wrestling. And I say, well, what age of wrestling are you watching? He's The Rock. He is wrestling, right? But it's just the promos are beginning to be too long. Like, get to the point of what you're trying to say. It's simple. And then it's because the way the night already was. You start off like Dice said with the back with the scrimps and the wine on the wall, right? You got all this stuff. You should have been having him shower with gifts all night. Exactly. He goes back to get, because maybe he don't take the bus. He drove a car to the airport or something. Then you're right. Replace it with the truck. Or even bring the truck out on stage. It's fine. That's fine too. But to have The Rock come on, the belt just makes no sense.
The belt
just makes no sense.
The belt was tricking if you got it, right?
If
it was
you got
stupid.
It. You know what?
It was stupid, but the date to put the man's father's passing on, that is so stupid. And this is now the reason why I know that Cody isn't turning.
That was part of it, right? That ruined it right there.
Disrespectful.
That definitely ruined it right there. It definitely did.
I did it. That's why I say that this was a cringe moment. Me sitting watching this, it was a cringe moment. I'm like, you're just talking and talking and talking, and then just showing this belt that says Cody Rhodes sold. Then it has his dad's death date on. Like, huh? Like the man don't already remember the death date. You want to put it on a belt?
Yes,
probably one of the belts.
One of the belts you whipped his back like that. My mother's on my arm. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but is he going
to do that when it comes to death? They'll do something to remember the dates to things. That part,
Cody does something. Cody does something for that in remembrance, not somebody else telling you they want your soul and then put your dad's
that's part of it. I want your whole damn soul.
That's a little weird, but he started that out pulling at the heartstrings a little bit, right? I loved your dad. Everybody does. I bet Cody Rhodes in his mind when he hears "I loved your dad," I bet he fucking gets pissed off. Like everybody does, dude. We get it.
I wish they stopped saying Cody Rhodes.
The American dream, baby.
I want you to be my champion. I want you to be the corporate champion. That's fine. This whole thing I think is going overboard.
And they're selling shirts that say that now. I have a shirt that says, "I want your soul, Cody." I'm with you on that. It should just been corporate champion from the beginning.
Right.
It makes sense.
And I could take it more seriously.
I'm
with you, Shay.
That's why I loved it so much. It's something we haven't had and haven't done in wrestling in the WWE since Vince, because no one's had enough power since Vince to do this. Like Tripp has it, but Rock has it more because of the TKO status.
The way he
it's just,
I think.
Well, Tripp's already had the power. Remember?
Well,
nobody has
the level of what, but Tripp's had the power.
Authority was boring.
That's what made it great. He didn't pick a champion and that kind of stuff like the way that Vince did. Right?
Yeah,
this is totally Vince out of Vince's playbook.
You know what?
No,
nobody.
It just wasn't interesting. It was
but that was that plan B. That to me is still different. That wasn't like
they had a
it's a different take to it.
J&J Security. It wasn't a big show at one point.
It wasn't interesting. I thought it was kind of boring at that time.
Nobody in wrestling has the fame power of The Rock.
There it is.
He has the same. He has this.
We call that charisma, Vic.
No, it's not that.
It's a capital word of the show. It's
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
I'm telling you, it's like charisma. Because you put Rock in America or you put him in Mexico, that man is selling out stadiums.
Fine. But the thing is, what I'm talking about is, look, he had a show where he literally gave the people what they wanted, where he pretended like he was going to run for president, right? And that show somewhat got over. My point is just that this guy, he can transcend the business. He's on the board. His daughter's a freaking manager. Like, nobody has the level of power as far as that than he does. But his problem is that he's already accustomed to reading lines. When he was facing Cena back in 27, I mean, I think it was 27, but when he was facing Cena back then, he had to read shit from his arm. He doesn't know how to cut a promo. Like he doesn't know how to cut a promo the way like the Miz does, that could just talk out of his ass. He's not that good anymore. He has to go into this whole thing. And if he reads the lines,
no, I think he still can on the dome.
But I
just think he's so. I think his head is got so big at this point, where he just thinks he can spew everything. You know, Z and I talked about it at Lyft on Thursday. You know, and I always reference this because this is when I started really turning on The Rock. I always had an issue with how long he goes out there, but I started really turning on was his NXT appearance. I like, motherfucker, you absolutely said nothing when you came out. You were just talking just to talk. And I also hate the fact that he uses so much foul language. The shit pisses me.
I just think being in the wrestling world, keeping it into the storyline of things.
It's called midlife crisis.
To turn on him, I think is a bad word to use, to me hearing you say that, right?
Mhm.
I can't turn on The Rock. Do I like what he's doing right now? Not necessarily. But I'm 100%, like I said, whether Cody turns or Cody doesn't turn, no matter where we go with this soul thing, this is the best thing I believe WWE's done since the Bloodline.
Just a second. When I say
AC.
turn, I don't necessarily mean I'm not a fan. I'm always going to be a fan of Rock. I think he's best for business. When he comes out there, just like you and I talked about at length last year, this time when The Rock was supposed to face Roman, and then all of a sudden everybody turned on. That's the actual turn on The Rock. I said, if you watch that moment where Cody said, "I got to know somebody who could beat you very well," or some shit like that, and Rock came out, all those fans didn't look like they were upset, right? All those fans were on their freaking feet. Right, it's the Cody crybabies, the chicken nuggets.
Exactly.
Right.
Shay.
Let's say something. What did Shay say? The Rock can
He
afford to be on
earned
autopilot.
the right to be on autopilot. Like that's my thing. But I also partially agree with Vic. I don't think it's the big head thing. I think he's so far removed from being what they call the improvness. Like improv is a really big thing that if I've done improv, it's not as easy as people think it is, right? But once you get good at it, it's great, right? So I think it's great. Like even last year's Mama Rose at the bus, that was so written. The Rock was able to read it. For all we know, they had the camera there with the teleprompter because he kept looking at the camera an awful lot.
Because because he's still good at improv.
No, but I don't think that was improv. I don't think that was.
Yeah, I would say he doesn't know when to stop.
Like he's not thinking like a wrestler.
Okay, I give you that too. He doesn't know when to stop.
He's not thinking about TV time. He's not thinking about time constraints or any of that. He's looking at it like
because he's the boss.
Like he's gonna no. But my point is just like he's treating it like a movie shoot.
Rock used to do this when he wasn't the boss. When Vince was in charge 10 years ago, he used to have 20, 30-minute long promos and stuff like that. Now that nobody's really going to tell him to wrap that shit up.
Listen, the best thing.
What about the time he did the promo on Instagram, right? And how long? It was like 45 minutes of him just cussing. Fuck your story. Like it was 45 minutes of him basically just saying, "Fuck your story."
He don't know when to stop. He'll make
guess what? Those 45 minutes had me captivated. Yeah. Those that was different. Even Mama Rose, what we got in the last 2 weeks, NXT, and what we got last night. And I'm going back to the story, right? Story last night didn't need Rock to show up other than it being the funnel ball saying, "Look at me in my jet. I got the money. Ha 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 ha. Come get this money." You know what I mean? But it just went for too damn long. Again, you need somebody. I don't care. Somebody has to tell The Rock, "Hey, dude, best thing happened to The Rock right now in his career. He's going to do a movie with Martin Scorsese because Martin Scorsese is going to be able to maybe help fix that man's movie career that has, outside of animation, not been so well lately."
The Rock is this close for becoming a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Once he crosses that line, because it's going to happen sometime, I believe, in the next 2 years. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
You hear me, Tony Khan? Yeah, I'm going to miss AEW. It's a wrap. Okay, it's a wrap.
It is so hard to say goodbye because they were so up here, and the potential, and damn.
And now at our lowest. Starting next Saturday, you can watch
the best shows are all within the same company. That's
every
a problem.
Single Saturday for Collision.
I mean, look, if they go, I think that if AEW goes the MLW route and does smaller arenas, they can continue.
No, the thing, it's going to be real with you. And this is the problem I think that WWE is also suffering from. It's the rosters. They're too freaking big. Yeah. All around wrestling, they're too big. The least with WWE, because of the money and the production, but not the money, because AEW can spend. We see they spend the money. The production behind them and the writers behind them, they mask it easier. But even as a diehard fans, the four of us are, we have to admit it's just too many people. And this is the first time this is my problem also with this generation. You have nothing but people complaining. The wrestlers now are complaining about there's no space for me here. The girls are upset, right? They don't know what to do with them. You got all these girls.
Wrestling you have on TV now, but also the most wrestlers you have. Because remember when WWF was WWF, they only had 30 to 40 wrestlers. Now we're talking about 200 in WWE alone.
It's ridiculous.
And,
You're right.
And AEW has like 100 themselves. So
shout out to Britt Baker.
And that's why I say
TNA.
That's why I said Z is silent about what you mentioned earlier. Back in that day, no, I didn't have to see HH on my TV every week, but every 30 days I got them. Okay, because they had to defend that title every 30 days. You said it yourself about Shinsuke. It was like 45 days since Shinsuke had a match. They just threw a bone match because they know that's one thing I give Trips a little credit for lately. Is hear the complaints and go, "Oh yeah, I should have done that." That's right. They're calling out the stats. When wrestling fans call it the stats, you have to answer that back.
Speaking of stats, Melo's interesting stat last night was that he won 4 in a row before taking the L. Vicky, you finally gone?
Yeah.
He left. He said he had to go.
All right, he said he had to go. Okay. I thought he just said peace and say bye.
He went 1-0,
just like a New Yorker. Just like a New Yorker. He went 4-0. He went 4-0. Good job, Melo.
All right. So
really?
All in all,
that's what you got to do. You got to start talking that shit.
I'm just saying, New Yorkers are rude.
First of all, the cost of living in Orlando is rising because everybody's selling their damn houses. So don't start with your bullshit because I live in a better city. All right, goodbye.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
We're the most magical place on earth.
The only thing I'll say about you is that the cost of living in Orlando is definitely getting higher.
You about to see a whole bunch of people selling because of those insurance prices just rising up. You'll see. Goodbye.
America's rising up and giving the money to billionaires like Elon Musk. It ain't got to do with Florida. New York's next.
It is. We're having shouting contests with other presidents in the Oval Office.
I listen, not to get political, I ain't gonna front. And I'm not a fan of our president, but he's our president. They did the right thing. You don't come into America and go like this to this president. We're talking about this guy and talking about this what you're gonna do. He folded his arms. He leaned it forward and said, "This is what y'all need to do." You are talking to the wrong cabinet, bro. I loved it. It's the one thing that people talked about him. If they try to push with us, we will push back. The other regime, and I love them. I can't say I love them. They were our presidents, though. They wouldn't have pushed back. They deserved it. Look, bro, this is America. You need our help. You want our money, and we giving it away to people like you. So you might want to shut up. So that's what I'm saying.
There's more to that than that part. But
no, I just thought that part was funny. That's all. And I agree.
I think that
George.
SmackDown was probably
but they were right about that one.
Best that it's been since being 3 hours.
I say so. I enjoyed it. That's why I couldn't sit back. It's my last Saturday being free to probably be able to pop on like this anyhow. So I just wanted to. I thought it was a great show last night from top to bottom. I truly did. I just did.
So want to let you guys know that there is literally something for everyone. Mondays you catch the Mike Knox show 6 p.m. and then right after Raw you catch the Rated R review show with EC, goddamn Big Daddy Cool and Stephen Willie Beeman. I'm not going to mess up your name, Stephen Willie Beeman. Oh, I did already. Look at that. NXT Trio, Bad Guy Jack, Sabrina Estella, and Freckle Sensei. Then All Elite Women's with Cactus Katie and Sheriff, along with Mad Dog with the news. And then top fives, predictions, and specials on Thursday. SmackDown on Saturday, along with Collision with Mad Dog and your boy. Your boy's pulling double duty every Saturday. Y'all gonna get tired of seeing me, man.
Not every Saturday. Every Saturday doesn't have a PLE.
That doesn't have a PLE because I ain't no way I'm stopping watching WWE to watch Collision. So
the same thing with the Mike Knox show every Monday except for Sundays when there's a PLE. So come back in tomorrow, y'all. Talk your stuff. Call in even to spread your love, hate, everything else for the Mike Knox Unpopular Review Wrestling Elimination Chamber review show at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not going to mention who's on the show, but if everybody shows up tomorrow, that's going to be great.
Is there a watch along tonight?
No.
Okay. Well, no watch along, so you guys enjoy. The chamber starts at 7.
But if you follow us on Patreon, especially for AEW pay-per-views, we will be doing a watch along that's not public. It's just for our Patreon viewers where you get to watch it with us, where you don't have to pay for it. So consider that going forward.
Boom.
Right. Any last words before we get up out of here?
I love Del Taco, by the way. And I only made that reference because you said, look at Burger King came in the ring. And I said, no, Burger King he's not Burger King. Because the thing is, nobody even knows what Del Tacos is. And it's a funny line because from my favorite show, Entourage, he said, this movie was going to open at 50 mil. He said, if this movie opens up at 50 mil, we're all going to be working at Del Taco come Monday. That's why I use it, baby. I'm sorry. There's nothing good about Damian Priest right now. Sorry. Get him out of here.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Fernando. Del Taco is fired, but no one knows about it. That's my point. Nobody cares about Del Taco.
Any last words, EC? He's never coming on again. Well, for Mike Knox, executive consultant, I am Zia Silent. We're going to leave you guys with a nice little clip here from one of our previous shows. Remember to always live, laugh, love hard, often, and drink, be merry. And as always, reach for the sky. Boy, rest in peace to 1J Briscoe. Is them boys always. Y'all have a good Saturday and enjoy the chamber. Fandango come back on NXT. This outfit looks like she was one of his dancers.
Whose house?
All right, yeah, got a little Fandango. We got some Dirt Dango in NXT, and change the channel now.
About Charlotte Flair, the women's wrestler. Oh, time. Man, Michaela had to come downstairs. Michaela, this man got a thing for teeth, y'all.
I love veneers, dude. I just love.
You like Roman's teeth, y'all too. No broke back. People like, yo, that man's teeth.
That's some fucking gorgeous.
I'm with you, yo.
Beautiful fucking veneers. But you know what? People that smile like this, like Magic Johnson, you can see all. How many teeth you got? 32. 32 fucking teeth in her fucking. When you smile your shit like the Joker, your fucking mouth opens this wide. I bet she would inhale a glizzy. I bet you she would inhale a glizzy.
Welcome to the Smackdown Penitentiary.